Brian Anderson here. Here with me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here we go.
Close and your enemies closer. Cause beauty relies in the eyes of the beholder. Hold up, I'm about to get the game sewed up. Take a second just to sit and chill and smell the roses. Looking for acceptance, open doors and never close them. When the hand's dealt, you gotta know when to fold. And if a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, an apple every day, keeping doctors homebound. Using the word they can be more than a pronoun. And if you don't pray, they be breaking the quotes out. So they say, so they say. Be a good boy, Johnny, don't you ever play with. So they say, so they say. You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you run.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Philadelphia... '76ers coming for this one. The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Take a look at the Lakers. Well, they didn't have the success they hoped for on the recent road trip, but now is the time to regroup for a win with the help of their tremendous fans.
And it's the last time they'll see these guys. A two-game season series, and after losing that first one, I'd expect them to play with a little extra added motivation.
Going winless against any team is not your desire. I mean, no matter how many or how few times you face them, that's not something you want on your ledger. That'll be motivation enough for them today, all by itself.
Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Here's Grimes. He averages about 5 points a game. 5 on the clock. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
LeBron can't get it to go. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Maxey looking it over. And they double up Maxey. Here's Grimes. And the three off target. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He thinks Tyrese Maxey is a guy they have to watch. He said he reads the floor well and understands situational basketball. Defensively, it's tough to speed him up or slow him down. He really plays at his own pace, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
The 76ers again can't hit it. Here's Vanderbilt. Off with the layup. Maxey in the corner. To the paint. Here's Bona. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Let's hear it for you.
Hayes with the steal. To the inside. Grant lays it up off the glass.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Pass to Grimes. Adebayo down low. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morant left side. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Now, here's Adebayo. Morant with the steal. Here's James. And finished off by LeBron.
What's amazing about Morant, he racks up steals even though he doesn't naturally gamble a lot.
A floater. And it's laid in by Maxey.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Here's Morant. And stolen by Thompson. Up top, Maxey. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Lets it go from deep. Los Angeles leading by 3. Morant outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got 6.
already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Pass to Adebayo. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
From deep, Reeves. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Down low. Here's Adebayo. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And inside is where Bam is at his best. He knows how to outwork the other guys in the paint.
Ron right side. On the wing, Reeves. James left side. Over Adebayo. A shot by LeBron, no good. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 3. Maxey, no good.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
James, good.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
Here's Maxey. On the wing, Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
At the line for the 76ers.
And he's good on the second. And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers lead by 4. 2K Sports.
12. The 76ers, 8.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
And here is Wells. Going inside. And the dunk by Wells.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Pass to George. There's the triple. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Three-pointer. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Milton. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Here's the teardrop. It's hauled in by Brown. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Len. A shot off that time. Some solid defense from Brown. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to George. The Lakers with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Now connect. Here's McCain. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Shot clock at 6. Back to Hachimura. George with the steal. The 3. And no good that time.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And that one's good. Hachimura. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Here's George. Wells grabs the miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's McCain. Rebound the Lakers. Pass to Wells. Here's the floater. It's hauled in by Paul George. The 76ers trailed by 6. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Go for a different look here. Pass to Wood. Thompson right side. The shot, no good. Good D by James. And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the height that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
Here's Morant. And they pick up 2.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Maxey.
Guys, I'll tell you what, just really enjoyable watching LeBron still do his thing. I mean, we're witnessing extended greatness.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. In the corner, it's James. Floats one up. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. James has got 4 this quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks
from in close.
And shot on the way. Outside, Maxey. Clock at 4. Takes it inside. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Boy, the defense was looking for something different there. Maxey kept it himself off the pick that time.
It's hauled in by the 76ers. Good if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Another miss by Maxey. Lakers leading by 10. Inside. Back to Morant. And the shot goes in. Morant's got 11.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Morant. And it's Bona with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 10. Thompson looking for an opening. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Morant with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 14 points for him.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Here's Maxey. Here's Grimes. Tries the spin move. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. The 76ers making a switch here. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And the Lakers have possession. Here's LeBron. James slams it in.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "They're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Here's McCain. Connects from three-point range. McCain's got his second bucket tonight.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
They grab their own miss. Reeves outside. Morant with it. Picked up by Thompson. Pass to Hayes. 5 to shoot. And at last, they get one to fall. Hayes has got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's McCain. He's got 5. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Here's McCain. There's the 3. Doesn't go that time.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's LeBron James absolutely owning the inside.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
To the middle. Vanderbilt with the steal. To the wing right side. Morant right side. Six to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
Good on the second free throw. The 76ers trail by 15. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Here's Thompson. Rebound the Lakers. And here is Wells. Now Morant. 17 points in the game. Into the lane. Here's Len. And the dunk by Len.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
To the left side wing. Adebayo with the ball. And Hachimura picks him up defensively.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Let's give a big round of applause to your Lakers.
And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. He takes it in, and he gets the bucket. Got his first points of the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Pass to Jackson. Now here's Brown. Clock at 6. Shot from 16. Outside, George. With the floater. Stolen by Len. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Lakers.
The 76ers, 28.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
T-shirt timeout. All right, fans, who wants a T-shirt?
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now, coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Wells. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's McCain. An easy 2 points on the layup. McCain's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the 76ers. Wells in the corner. And the call will be against Dalton Connect. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Brown right side. Pass to McCain. Hachimura grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Len's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 13. Here's Maxey. Brown inside. Wells comes with the double team. Shot clock at 5. Maxey, no good.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Hachimura, the screen. They get a hand on it. George with the ball. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Here's Maxey. Pass to McCain. A floater. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Wells. And again, the Lakers no good.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now, here's Maxey. Guarded by Len. Puts up a three. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. Alex Len picks one up.
Willing to sacrifice himself for the play. Maxey takes the foul and keeps going.
The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection.
What a thing of beauty from James.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Buries it down low.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Here's James. And oh boy. right there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And James considered a franchise talent without question. This guy is the complete package.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. The 76ers trail by 12. Pass to George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got his first basket.
One of the things that separates George from other wings is willingness to go inside and do work, to play near the goal.
Here's LeBron. He's guarded by Adebayo. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. And I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
And now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Big time from Bam. This guy's played in the finals, so Adebayo knows how to handle the pressure.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Outside, Maxey puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. To the paint, here's Vanderbilt. Morant with it. Maxey covering. Hayes. The Lakers moving the ball around. To the inside. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. And Adebayo throws it down.
And look who shows up in the clutch. The readiness of Adebayo paying off big time.
Goes back up. Poked loose. And stolen by Maxey. Adebayo throws it down.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
Paul George with the steal. To tie it up. Shakes him. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
They're on cloud nine.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
And George Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Maxey. Knocks down the trifecta.
No fear in Maxey, folks. This guy is ready for the big moment and welcomes the challenge.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Guys, what are their best options now?
They've got to stay focused here defensively. A stop possibly wins the game for them, but fouling could cause big problems.
Down low. Yes!
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Substitution on court.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Maxey. It's off.
Had a foul to give there, but he'd rather not have it cost you 14 points.
I agree. I mean, he would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
First free throw is good, and that ties the game up. And the 76ers making a change here. And so it's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
6 seconds left in the game. Here's Hayes. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. They break the hearts of
Jimmy popping pain. Can't take any more of these, or I might just find what I left in vain. Just gave this the kiss of life. It won't switch on me, it's by my side just like Sade. But I left her in a daze. I put freedom up in his sat nav. Now it's telling me relocate. I was in the car in Ace. I was in space with Lola Ace. We're banging on Faraday. Things just ain't the same. Might link me a drone from. Prefer me a drone from ends. Hold hands on the side of the grave. I can't do blubs anymore when I turn 24, might turn PA. Salute to all of my demons, we had a party, they're bumping. Wish I could tell you a different fable, but honestly same. I was like honey like Weiss and Mus, but I lost my brain. 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 Yeah, down and out. won't hold me down. I keep seeing the same old faces. Is it west, is it south? I need me a leather jacket, I told Renzo I want it in brown. Where are you now? Yeah, I love that for you, see you again when the pound goes down. Yeah, I really hate this town. It's a figure of speech, we all agree to disagree. We had the longest week. I lost my brain. 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 I'ma bring it home, you roll my day when I be in the road. Why you can't leave me alone? It's richer than me and your phone. You just wanna be in the song. How am I sleeping, reading it wrong?
Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
Now here's Miller. The shot's good.
Miller.
Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
It's Thompson, high post. Six on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Salon. Ball with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Greg?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
Here's Grimes. And here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Pass to Miller. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Thompson outside. Here's Grimes. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And they'll get another chance. Second chance effort. And Maxey with the layup.
Look at Maxey. In there to get the second chance score.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Ball taking his time here. Pass to Salon. Shoots over Maxey. And it's Charlotte with another.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. They trail by 3. Here's Bona. Outside Maxey. Pass to Bona. Clock at 6. Now Maxey. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Maxey's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Maxey showing off the handles.
Here's Salon. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
76ers trail by 3. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Both free throws good from Maxey. And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Now here's Ball. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Now here's Maxey. He has 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Brandon Miller.
Maxey straight challenging the D, rewarded with the whistle.
And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. They trail by 1.
That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
1:56 left in the first quarter. And rejected. And they're able to recover. Clock is at 3. The Sixers with another miss.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, knocked backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. Timeout. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
So both teams changing it up here. Five on the clock. Here's Thompson. There's the drive. Oh, misses the dunk. Here's Mann. No good, off the front rim.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
The Hornets with a lead. Rejected by Brown. And they get it back. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And so here is Philadelphia. And so here is Philadelphia. Here's Maxey. And he dunks it down.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Mann. And here's Nurkic. Defended by Brown. 5 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Shot by Nurkic, no good. Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. With 1 on the clock. He's off on that one. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for the 76ers. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Here's Ball. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the three-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
Hornets trail by 3. Ball in the paint.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's McCain. Still without a bucket. Just 5 on the clock. It's George with the drive. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the 76ers lead by 3. Here's Bridges. Rebound by Philadelphia.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Jackson. And stolen by Williams. Here's Bridges. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
Yeah, the instant LaMelo sees the opening, he's moving the ball. He jumps at the chance to feed a wide open guy.
Pass to McCain. Fires from deep. Williams grabs the board. And here are the Hornets now. They trail by 1. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Here's George. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Williams. Right wing for 3. The rebound by Yabusele. George with it. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And George with the jam.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Ball right side. Pass to Salah. Now here's Ball. Left side Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's McCain. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. 6 to shoot. Pass to Brown. Some solid defense from Williams. Brown with the steal. Kicks it to George. There's 1:59 left in the first half. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3 ball. Williams grabs the board.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Ball outside. To the right side. Salone. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. And now a 4-point Charlotte lead. George feels it out a bit. And George with the jam.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, VA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Here's Ball. Out to Bridges. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. BA?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks. So both teams making some changes here. Watford, right side. And And he banks in the layup. Watford's got his first basket.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Pass to Thompson. Out left to the wing. Here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Oh, Adebayo's an aggressive player who plays with passion. Have to as an undersized center in this league.
Outside, Green. Watford, right side. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's a his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
23 seconds left in the second period. And here's Watford. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Nurkic. And here's Green from the arc. Back to Nurkic. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Hornets lead by 4. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Charlotte on top, up by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Hornets leading by 4. Pass to Watford. Philadelphia grabs the miss. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Here's Thompson. He gets it in there. Thompson's gotten his second bucket.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Now Adebayo. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Thompson, no good. The Hornets with a lead. Outside, Green. Pass to Nurkic. Lays it up and banks it in. Nurkic has got 4 points in the quarter.
At 7 feet, getting in Nurkic's way this close is hard to do.
Maxey on the wing. 10 points for him. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Maxey's got 12.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Substitution on the court.
Watford left side. And it's blocked by Wood.
Great use of size by Wood, using his wingspan to get all over that shot.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to George. Six on the shot clock. Footer. Rebounded by Green.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of them.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Nurkic. Over Wood. Charlotte, no good that time either. 76ers trail by 4. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Swiped away. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Miller. Back to Ball. Banked it in off the glass. Ball's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Maxey. And he throws it down with one hand.
I'll tell you, when Maxey gets into his rhythm, he can go all night long.
And Solon gets it to go.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Thompson. Oh, my goodness.
Did you see that?
Bring it out the hammer.
Now that's how you finish.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
When he's got the ball, those inside looks are usually money. Despite the miss, they should keep going to that.
Here's Adebayo.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Just 5 to shoot. Fires, top of the key. Diabate grabs the board. Charlotte leading by 4. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Big group substitution here for Charlotte.
Substitution on the court.
1:46 left in the third. Here's Ball. And the layup is good off the glass. Ball's got 11 points.
And Ball makes the intelligent play, using the tried and true pick and roll to create an opening.
Maxey surveys. Lets the 3 fly. Maxey on the wing. Back to Brown. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hands. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Tipped away.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your 76er. Number 31.
Thompson outside. And the ball out of play. The Hornets will have it. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Come on, man. Get up. Get
Charlotte making a change here. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Miller. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Give him 8 points now.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Charlotte leading by 8. There's the drive. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
George for 3. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Oh, sweet move. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his second.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he drops the first.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
Bridges outside. Here's Salon. Shoots over Jackson. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. They have a nice...
The Hornets, 44.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. 76ers trail by 9. Here's George. And the jam by George.
And reminding everyone of his athleticism, George can still get up and drop the hammer.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
It's George on the wing. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. And with it. To the paint. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Christian Wood picks one up.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. A 12-point game. Pass to McCain. The 3 is up. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And the 76ers with some changes. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Grimes. Clock at 6. Here's Thompson. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball inside. It gave them high percentage looks all game, and it's paid off.
To the inside. Over to the wing. Here's Salon. Ball outside. Again, the miss by the Hornets. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
LaMelo Ball. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Thompson with a steal. Here's Bonus. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. They recover it. Here's Bridges. And Miles Bridges is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Turnovers happen. It's part of the game. But kudos to him. That's his first of the night.
76ers trail by 9. Outside Maxey. No good with the triple.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Assisted
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Thompson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
His third personal foul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And the 76ers making a change here. And so he makes both from the line. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Ball right side to the middle. Adebayo with a steal. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Somehow misses the two-handed jam. Pass to Salah. Back to Bridges. Here's Salong. Maxey covering. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Ball. Here's Miller. Another shot. Here's Williams. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Green. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's George. Rebounded by Green.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Adebayo. Philadelphia with another miss. Charlotte leading by 11. Here's Okogie. And Grimes pulls it down.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
That one falls.
And Maxey is just terrific on the drive. His speed and ability to finish is different in so many ways.
Here's Williams. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And it's Williams finishing in transition. Nice.
And give credit to Ball's quick thinking. Outstanding job reading the opposition and pouncing on the steal.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
Thompson with a steal.
Man, they have dominated this game, and their defensive pressure is still in full force. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
The kick out to Williams. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. Sixers ball.
76ers trail by 11. Outside Maxey. The three. Okogie pulls down the board.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Hornets.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
They were well prepared coming in and showed a real competitive streak.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for LaMelo Ball.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
The three from Ball. Pure from three-point range. And the Hornets lead by 12.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And so Charlotte takes this one.
20K on Kip, look, funny now we out to this. Plus I got my hopes all around me like an Oculus. Sandbox, a lot of them, certified they heard of us. People out the curves and there's some birds that got the word of us. Never let that burden us kick that triple the curve. But if they all get but I turn them back to Cerberus. And yes, I'm best case. Yes, I wreck chase. Forever cold hearted, you can check my breastplate. Working till $1 million check fly next day. But I ever fall off, then expect my I don't rest it off. Every festival. For my pockets, y'all knew best and y'all watch. I don't rest it off. Every festival, down. I don't mess with my pockets. Y'all knew best and y'all watch. Every festival, down. Every festival, shut it down. Every festival, shut it down.
Mash up the dance. mash up the dance.
Hey, yo, band play.
Hating like I don't know, that's really jealous. Knowing they mad that they no longer next to me. Know that I in the that I rep. Went to Solomon, I shot the 10 for 600 on all I net. Paid it full like Mitch. Really having it. Got out that started rapping, and 6 months later I'm rich.
They say the sun and I shine for all, but I in some people world, you never shine at all.
These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Oh no, 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 no. Baby, tell me where you gone, gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long, and I'm hoping that you sing my song. I've been on this road for way too long. I've been hoping that we all get along. These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Give God the thanks and praises. I've been on my own, but we ain't never left alone, long. And if I'm telling you the feeling is wrong, relax a little, friend, this won't take too long. And when you're feeling alone, you can call my phone. Is there a better way to go? Teach them something before they lose their song. Oh no, 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 freedom is the road. Oh no, 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 coming in from the cold. Tell them not to sell it, it's worth more than gold. And guiltiness will catch them in the end. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They'll try to
I got nothing for you. You ain't sending nothing in return. Sorry, you ain't want them enough, apparently. Don't need double midgets. And I said no double midgets. No double midgets.
praises.
Is he? He the 93. What you mean? Because the other twin is better. That's why I got to pick. Y'all cried over a 29th pick, so. Because it was fair. Y'all don't know what fair trades are. Y'all really don't know what fair trades are. That was a fair deal. Y'all crying over the Suns draft pick. Gonna be number 30. We ain't even gonna get to the offseason. Niggas is weirdos, man. Prefer not to even talk to y'all weirdos. Prefer to not to even associate with your weirdo admin team. You just gonna cry over the 30th pick. Are you serious?
Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan,
Emotional
courtside with
admin
Greg
team.
Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the.
Let me see. We ain't even got ill. Y'all about to get first, man. Defensive settings here. He can guard him. Who's the one that down? I guess that was the Lakers. That's why he lost it. Yeah, he was right. He might have been right. He just lost to him. Push slide it there. In the laundry room.
Sideline, David Aldridge. You take a look at the 76ers.
Here's that.
Now,
Oh, tell him
here's
the
Maxey.
basket's upstairs by the bed.
Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin,
Looking
is
for
the guard
clean
matchup.
laundry,
I mean,
man.
both teams have
You wash
tremendous
clothes?
backcourts, and
I don't know nothing about washing clothes. We wear dirty clothes.
Control that battle is going to win the game.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. A floater, and it's Mitchell missing. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the 76ers. Holds it up there for Mobley. The shot misses. Here's Grimes. Back to Maxey. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Not just a perimeter threat now. Maxey very adept at converting in close, too.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Outside, Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from 8. Nice touch on the bank shot. Maxey's got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Good on the bucket.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes him, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up, too.
Second chance shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Sixers ball.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. And here's McCollum for 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Kicks it out to Maxey. Five to shoot. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Here's Maxey. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Maxey's got 9. Cavaliers trailing. Pass to Mobley. Kicks it out to Allen. Hunter with it. Still yet to score. Mobley right side. No good with the triple. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. Here's Adebayo. That one misses. Good D by Mobley. Mobley is screened. And Mobley throws it down.
Sets a great screen, and then Mobley gets perfect position there on the roll.
And the 76ers with possession. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
EA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. And the 76ers making a change here. 1:32 left in the first quarter. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
You take a risk. With those long passes, they're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Cavaliers on D. Here's McCain. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. buries the long-range jumper.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Jerome. Outside for Thomas. It's good from long range.
One of the things you've got to... admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it.
Cleveland ball.
.46 seconds left in the first. Pass to Vukcevic. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Now here's Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. Cavaliers leading. Kicked away. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. He finishes with 9.
The Cavaliers, 14.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
And that one, good. Vukcevic has got his second bucket of the game to go. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I would say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. I think we have a beautiful game now.
Pass to McCain. Over Mitchell. Here's Yabusele. And he uses the glass on the layup. Yabusele's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Here's Jerome. He has yet to score. And the shot goes down.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Left side, George. Off with the layup. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Pass to Vukcevic. Back to Mitchell. Three-pointer. Here's Jerome. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Vukcevic can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Philadelphia is welcome to the court, your Sixers ENT. Philadelphia 76ers ENT.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Wade. Here's Jerome. Back to Wade. Puts up a three. Good on the triple. Wade's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Thompson with the bucket.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
And the shot is good. Jerome's got 4 points this quarter.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Out to Wade. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Wade. 4 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's a Okoro. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 76ers trailing. Now Maxey. He's got 11. Pass to Bona. On deep, Adebayo. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. McCollum with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Mitchell wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Mobley outside. A 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Ogie Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player. And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
Maxey looking it over. Into the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal.
The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Over in the corner, Allen. Back to Thomas. 1:10 left to play here in the second quarter. And he comes up with the deuce. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And that one's good. Maxey. Maxey's got 6 here in this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Pass to Thomas. Screen by Allen. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Sixers ball. Coming up to the floor for your Sixers. Number 20.
The 76ers lead. .26 seconds left in the first half. Here's Grimes. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the three ball here in the second quarter.
And Thomas now, top of the key. Screen by Allen. A baseline J. Outside for Thomas. Pass to Hunter. No good from outside. He's off on that one. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Mitchell outside. Hunter on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. Hunter's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Cavs.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Here's Thompson driving to the basket.
And maybe no one more determined when it comes to finishing at the rim.
How many times, guys, have we seen him throw it down right on top of a defender like that?
I don't have the count, but the list is definitely long, and it just got longer by one.
They get it again. Mobley. Mitchell outside. Back to Allen. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Stolen by Thompson. Here he goes. Rebounded by McCollum.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And Mitchell gets it to go.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
Outside, George. Outside, Jackson. Pass to McCain. Three-pointer. The Cavaliers pull it in. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going to nail it.
Pass to Grimes. They get it back. Thompson outside. Adebayo the screen. Shot clock at 5. Oh, that's offensive interference. The Cavaliers leading. Allen right side. Mobley outside. McCollum outside. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Mobley with the block.
And this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Pass to Allen. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Hunter. Here's McCollum. And it's Bona with the rebound.
You quit, bum.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot.
You quit.
Now. I mean, and you can see why.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical.
About to win this.
And so it's
About to
McCollum
win
with it.
this.
He brings it up for Cleveland.
You don't take showers, huh?
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Mitchell outside. Back to McCollum. There's the triple. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. The Cavaliers trail by 3. It's Thomas on the wing. A three-pointer is right on target. Thomas got 8 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Thomas with the ball. Now defended by Adebayo. Outside for Thomas. McCollum outside. A three-pointer, no good. Right side, George. And then George with the jam.
And you know what? For me, these don't show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Mobley outside. Pass to Vukcevic. To the left side wing. Okoro wide open. He fires. Good on the three-point shot.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales. Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Count it, good. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
Pass to Mobley. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. And it's 9 points for Evan Mobley.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
51. The Cavaliers. 51.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's McCain. Banked in off the glass.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Pass to Vukcevic, and he's good on the 3-ball. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Here's McCain. On the wing, George. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, the double clutch. Here's Jerome. Pass to Thomas. Here's Jerome. Cleveland moving the ball around. Okoro shot is off. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's George. Makes it off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 1.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Here's Jerome. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
For the 3. Stolen by Okoro. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. It's Thomas on the wing. Another 3 for Cleveland. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Cavaliers?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Pass to Vukcevic. The shot by Wade wide open. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away.
Come on, fans, get up, get loud. It's your Sixers ENT.
Some changes for Philadelphia. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. Coach is not happy with that 3-point pattern. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Out to the right wing. On the wing, Mitchell. To Mobley. And Mobley throws it down hard.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
And it's McCollum off the drive. Down low. Mobley. Not going to go that time. Break D that time from Adebayo. Here's Thompson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Monster points from Thompson. No fear in the big moment.
Here's Mitchell. And there's the drive. And now the 76ers on the break. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He knows every possession is critical now. The 76ers making a switch here.
76ers, PSG.
Pass to McCollum. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Thompson. Can't connect from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
Here's Maxey. Off target with his three. Cavaliers leading. Mitchell outside.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. The 76ers making a switch here.
And at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2 and a 3-point advantage.
And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Allen right side. Mobley outside. Kicks it out to McCollum. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
54 seconds left in the game. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. Pass to Grimes. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. 6 to shoot. Here's Maxey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Checking in at about 200 pounds, Maxey is much stronger than he appears.
And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. Oh, missed it. Allen. Oh, off target.
Pull up looking like a lick, then I sped off in a Benz. Victoria's Secret, she 2 feet kicking. Get the fuck out my way. 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 Get the whip like Bentley truck. Keep starting. Make a diving duck. Make a diving duck. Make a hokey pole. Line these up and make them do the dosey dope.